Well, I know it's nighttime, but tomorrow I'm having a long trip and we're gonna go ahead and do this oil change. So right there, we're gonna go ahead and unscrew it. And have it ready for it to drain. Alrighty then, so now we're down here and we're gonna go ahead and unscrew the bolt at the bottom of the pan to drain out the oil. As you can see, there's the oil filter as well. This is gonna be a 15 millimeter. Okay, so we have the option of either the wrench, which as you can see, you just turn it. It's righty-tighty, turn that way. Or we have the option of using the ratchet, and we'll start turning it from there. Make sure before you let it all out, you have your drain pan. Personally, I'm just using a bucket that holds 8 quarts. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. Once you've loosened it up with the ratchet, you can go ahead and finish unscrewing it with your hand, putting pressure in there so that it doesn't all just squirts out. Make sure you wear gloves because it's very too messy. Alrighty, now that the oil has pretty much drained out completely, it was a pretty fast process. It was a little warm, so make sure you're careful. What I did was I waited about an hour after running the truck, and then I came out here to do the oil change. That's why it got dark on me. Now we are going to take out the oil filter. We just gotta make sure we keep the bucket or oil pan underneath it because it will leak. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is loosen up the filter. So we'll tighten this up a little bit using a filter wrench and get it in there and then just loosen it up. Then we should be able to do this with our hand after here. And try to do this. It's definitely gonna make a mess. The oil is hot, so make sure you're careful and definitely be wearing gloves so that way your hands won't get all oily and it won't burn as bad. I let it drain out a little bit and then I start removing it more because there is oil in the oil filter, and you'll be able to continue to remove it with your hand. Alright, now that we've already drained from both the oil filter and from the oil pan, we should definitely be wiping this down, so that way whenever we get the stuff up in here, replace everything, putting a new oil filter. And we're definitely gonna put this bolt back in here. And for the most part, you screw it in with your hand. Then we'll tighten it with the wrench or the ratchet, making sure you're using a 15mm. So I've tightened that too by hand, and I will tighten it with the ratchet in just a moment. And we're gonna double check, make sure that we don't have the plastic ring up there. So nope, gonna have a metal seal. Awesome. So it all checks out. All right. Alright, so you want to make sure that you tighten it, but not to the point where you're going to, you don't want to tighten it so much, so you'll pull it till you really can't go too much, but you know. Alright, so one thing I almost forgot to mention is that you got to make sure you put some oil on the ring, so that way the heat from the engine does not break it, dry it up and break it. So before you put it on, put some oil on there. Alright, so we're putting this in here, and you got to make sure that whenever you got it going in, it's easy. You just pretty much twist right in easily. Then you tighten it. This one, I like how Fran has a little grip on there. Okay, and that's it. Now let's go ahead and go put in the oil. Alrighty, so we're here. Put an oil filter. Alright, so we're ready to put in the oil. Here we go. And put in the 2002 Chevy Avalanche, uses 6 quarts. So we'll go ahead and put in 5, and then I'll put in 1 last quart. So here's the 5 quart and the 1 quart. Alrighty, so now we're going to check our oil after putting in 5 quarts. Take it out, clean it up, put it back in. And now we can check our oil. Well, you can't see it, but I still got room for that last quart. And go ahead and put that in, and we should be good. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the bottom and check for any leaks. And everything seems to be checking out fine. No leaks there. And no leaks there. Nope, we look good. So, we have successfully changed our oil. Alright, and as I said before, I put it in a bucket. from the bucket, I go ahead and put it back in the containers that I bought the old oil, and then I just take the oil back to AutoZone. Auto Parts, they recycle the oil. And as you can see, I've already started putting some in. So that's it, guys. I will show you how to reset the change oil in the truck. Alright, so coming in here in the truck, and what we do is we don't turn the truck on completely, turn it forward, and then we'll see the change oil. Like, in just a moment, see, change oil. We go 1, 2, 3, and on the gas pedal. And see, and it's gone.